Let me talk first of all about, as an environmentalist, we looked at the issues to do with deforestation. And I would say that this year has really been a challenge, and we've seen deforestation to be a growing concern. So just a short background to this is the fact that this year, as a country, we have witnessed unprecedented levels of deforestation, and this has largely been driven by increased hours of load shedding. This is well known, and the increase in the hours of load shedding has actually increased dependency or reliance on charcoal and firewood energy as means of energy sources. And you would agree with me that with increased population in our country, coupled with a high dependency for energy, this has actually put immense pressure on our forest sources. Okay, so it is just important that we address these issues by promoting alternative energy sources. And unfortunately, even when we talk about solar has also become expensive and is out of reach for many Zambians. So for sustainable energy practices, we need to see how these alternative energy sources can actually fit in or become really as alternatives. And in this case, the solar energy that I've just mentioned, right now is not an alternative because many Zambians cannot access these energy sources. The other thing that I would want to talk about is I'll talk about illegal mining. So the mining sector. Well, the mining sector has also faced a number of challenges with issues to do with the illegal mining activities, which are still going on in some parts of the country. Recently, there have been reports of illegal mining activities in Mpika, and we saw the case in Mufumbwe and many other areas. These activities have actually significantly challenged natural resource management in Zambia. Okay, so if these activities have degraded the quality of the environment, we saw what was happening in Mufumbwe, where a small area could actually host thousands of people. This degrades the quality of the environment, leads to water pollution, environmental pollution in general, and causes health risks, not only for those people that actually stayed there, but also for the local people that stay in Mufumbwe. So what would be important here is really strengthening law enforcement and promoting responsible mining practices. This will be crucial in mitigating these impacts. But related to that is actually the issues to do with the displacement of communities. But before I go to displacement of communities, I may want just to attach one reason. You saw the example of Sinometo and the collapse of the dam at Sinometo operations or Sinometo mines. So this is a stark reminder of the risks associated with mining. Okay, the spillage led to contamination of the water in Kafue River, affecting the lives of the people. We saw most of the people actually lost their agricultural fields along that Kafue River. This affected the ecology and also the communities that are actually highly dependent or whose livelihoods are highly dependent on the provisions of the natural environment. Okay, so what's more, what do we get from this? More communities are being affected without proper legal frameworks to safeguard the rights of these individuals. And this is worrying in Zambia and many African countries. The other example that I can cite is the displacement of the people related to mining activities. The case example is the recent activity that we did in the Mufumbwe area. In Mufumbwe area, there's a new mining company that has come on board called Changfa. And Changfa, what has happened to these communities that they use this land for agricultural activities. Others are actually began to build their houses in this area, and they were displaced by the mines. So this displacement are also a concern in the sense that it actually violates human rights in that people are not given alternative livelihood sources. Okay. And what is worrying is that most of these people received unfair compensation packages. In fact, I would say inadequate compensations. Okay, so what we need is to ensure that we have adequate legal protection for the people, for our people, for citizens of this country. So out of interest for our own people, we need to ensure that we have legal protection that protects these local communities in our country. Okay, our interest should not just be on profit making at the expense of our people. So we need to ensure that their livelihoods are actually safeguarded by providing probably adequate compensation and also resettlement communities, or even just probably we can provide land where these people can continue with their livelihoods, okay, while we leave other areas for mining activities. It is also essential that we strengthen regulations and ensure that companies are also held accountable for their actions, especially on the issues to do with the compensations. So in conclusion, I know there could be many challenges, but in conclusion, I would say that 2025 has been a challenging year for Zambia's environmental sector. Okay. However, going forward, okay, we need to see how we can improve next year probably by promoting sustainable practices, responsible business conduct, where people do not only do business for profit making, but also ensuring that they respect the rights of individuals that they do business with. And in this case, it's the Zambian people, the Zambian community. Okay, we need also to strengthen regulations, okay, and ensure that communities are protected. It's not going to be business as usual, but we need to ensure that our local communities are protected, ensuring that their livelihoods are safeguarded. Doing this will actually enable not only responsible business to take place in Africa or in Zambia, but will be ensuring that we protect the lives of our people in Zambia, okay, before we protect the businesses of the investors that are coming. Okay, we don't want to mention the issues of, foreign